Welcome in, Sneeple. My name is Gabe, and today is Monday, which means it's Market Monday. Over this last week, not a whole lot of news has pushed or moved the market. This has been the last week for Road to Nationals. Briar is most likely on that verge of LLing. We're gonna have to wait to see if she truly does LL or not. Throughout this last few weeks, there's a lot of players who bought cards for their deck, so they were planning on playing at Road to Nationals. We might see some of those cards hit the market again because they might not like the deck or they might not need those cards anymore. So we could see an uptick of cards on the market, which might bring some cards down. To my knowledge, nothing else crazy has happened in this week for news to dive into the market. But if I missed any news, comment down below so we can all be in the know. But let's get straight into this Market Monday. Starting it off, in the first set that starts the game is Welcome to Wraith. And the first card that we see that's going up is Drone of Brutality Red as well as the blue. This went up around 45% for the red, 32% for the blue. The red was costing around $2.93. Now it's up to around $4.25. The blue was $2.64, and now it's up to around $3.50. What we could see be happening with Drone of Brutality is the card did spike heavily when it was unbanned. People bought their copies, prices went up. You had a lot of people wait for the card to drop in value before they pick up their copy because there's a lot of people that understand that if something spikes, there's a good chance it's going to come back down. Not to where it was, but it's still going to drift a little lower. So after they started drifting a little lower, players are now probably picking up their copies so they can play them in Blitz, and or if someone might be trying to buy some more of them because they really think it's a good card and to pick up. There's a lot of legendaries right now which are at a decent price point. Even looking at all the Welcome to Wraith ones, you're able to pick up Brave Forge bracelets for around $40. Scabskin leathers are looking around $50, which is one of the coolest legendaries there is. Tectonic plating for around $45. Then you got the Mask Momentum, which is around $75. That's a little lower than it was a few months ago, but still not a bad price point for such a powerful ninja equipment. And then the Tunic at $260, still super expensive. Looking at these three legendaries, I think those are a decent price for right now. Arcane Rising coming in hot with the Runeblade tech, of course. We have Tome of the Arc Knight. This one up 28.7% from around $1.15 up to $1.48. It's a super rare, might be one of my favorite cards in the game. It's so fun. Like, you just get to gamble and see if you hit. It feels so good. We can see that going up just because it's a super rare. It's a Runeblade card. Runeblades are coming out. It's at a decent price, so people are like, I'll pick up my copies. Let's check over in at Stormstars because we saw that card had a huge uptick and a lot of people bought a lot of copies that one day. And right now, the cheapest one on the market for $130, 91 cents, and then 78 cents shipping. It's around 131, 132. Cheapest one after that is for 140. The most recently sold were for 140 and 145. So this card is coming down from the kind of highs that it was at last week. Still is not back to $100. It might sit around this 130, 140 mark for a little while longer. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Over in Monarch, we can see Tome of Divinity going up 32.2%. This was from around $1.50 up to $1.97. This card might have an impact in the upcoming set due to its Delight Instant, lets you draw cards, super powerful. I know we did talk about this last week because we had a video talking about pick these up before it's too late. I believe we talked about Tome of Divinity because it is a strong card, still at a very decent price. We can see Alluvian, Coronet, Ghostly, and Tiger Stripe all are at a very cheap point right now. $18.20, $16.60, $25.70, and $33.20. All under that $40 price mark. I can't imagine Alluvian and Coronet drifts any lower. The biggest spike this entire week was Buckle. It went up 105% from $2 to around $4.10. There was a Guardian list with Oldhim that was running Buckle, and that was doing very well in the Arcane season. Even though Oldhim is going to be no longer, this card still is viable in any Guardian deck that is looking to counteract some Lexi players and other heroes that utilize their equipment to help them win the game and gain an advantage. So this is a great card. We saw this spike due to just the amount of play it was seeing and people like, hey, I need my copies for this weekend so I can play, hopefully, Oldhim one last time. And you utilize Buckle to its fullest potential, but I'm sure we'll see this card in the future. Still sitting around $4 is not a bad price point for a Majestic that has so much power and has the ability to kind of slow down and turn off some decks and give you the advantage. Not a lot going on this week, that is for certain. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked anything that you saw, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, especially if I missed a card or there's some other information that I'm missing. As well as if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe so I can see you every Monday here. Today's been not that eventful of a week, not that eventful of a Monday. That's all right. To have like those really high crazy weeks, you gotta have some nice petering mellow ones. And you guys even got a double video on Monday, which does feel pretty cool. So if you haven't watched that Bolton video, it's right up there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.